I heard Guhder Phillip did a video about me. He was on Whitney's podcast and he spoke about me. Yep. So we're gonna watch it together.
I'm sorry, mate. You must be
At what seconds? Because I'm not sitting here watching his whole entire shit.
hot for real.
Someone said 19 minutes. What seconds is it?
It wasn't Guhder, it was Phillip. So I was walking around telling people I'm Phillip.
Oh, okay.
Guhder was the name that my ex-bestie gave me.
Oh,
You can't say my name.
And she'd be like, Guhder. And it just stuck. And that was
I like it. But I like God and I love Daniel.
Yeah.
Literally. Oh, wow.
Obviously in professional, because people keep pronouncing
What, watch it to 32 minutes?
Yeah,
So, I'm gonna say that.
people don't be like, I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
But when you say
Hold on, I'm going to start it again because I think I missed some bits.
isolation period. How is
What, 19 minutes?
God was your name?
Yeah, Guhder.
So what? Watch it from 19 to 32 minutes. Is that what you lot are telling me to do? Watch it to 32 minutes.
2 words, Guhder.
Oh my God.
And then Phillip was a name made up that my friends gave.
No, just 32. Let me start from 31.
Literally.
No, I hear it.
I'll eat this and I like plain food.
You're perfectionist
It's
there.
the
Chicken
food.
nuggets.
I like the reason why I like McDonald's because it's plain. I feel like heavily seasoned food.
Really? And you're Jamaican? Do you cook? Really?
I do cook now. I don't feel like Jamaicans don't. Jamaican food is seasoned, but spice is addition.
Oh,
Whereas I feel like African food, it's just spicy.
Yeah, straight. Everything's spicy. All you be having is rice with you. You be having for rewords. You be having amyloid.
The meat is too spicy for me.
Really?
Yeah.
You be having sweet. You be having sweet for too long.
Not sweet, I'll be having everroom.
Okay, period. What was your favourite Nigerian dish?
Yeah.
Like, I do not. I like it.
Oh, come on.
It's too like,
Yes,
if it's not cooked properly, it's so,
your teeth is
yeah.
your teeth are absolutely perfect. Like no dead. Okay, let's talk about the rebrand.
Okay.
Yes, right. I feel like in talking about the rebrand, we must talk about Miss Ogab.
Okay. What do you want to?
Well, when you guys kind of started. Well, these are the questions. It's not even an interview. These are the questions that I genuinely know.
Okay.
What the happened?
We need to start from the beginning.
Oh, go on.
So this was 2018.
Okay. Yeah.
So I knew her through just following her on social media. This was before, what's the thing called? Come Get Your Shoes or whatever. Before that rubbish, I knew her as just this girl that sold bundles. Like, you know, the Snap famous girl before this Snap Gold rubbish. It was just popular girl on Snap. She was just one of those girls, and we just had followed each other, and obviously I didn't know this at the time, but she was also associates, not friends, but also associates with Tian, and then she was also. She also knew my brother. Okay. But I don't know specifically how they knew each other, but they used to talk. I didn't know that until maybe 6 months into our friendship.
He's chatting shit. He's fucking talking shit. Let me start from the top. This is why I don't talk about certain things, because I can't stand people that go around the bush. Number one, he knew who I was because he's talking about, I did YouTube and whatever. You knew who I was before you became my friend. Do you understand? No, I'm going to correct him every single time he speaks.
Okay.
Yes. Right.
Give me a minute.
I feel like in talking about the rebound, we must talk about Miss Arthur.
Hold on, I'm going to repeat it and I'm going to stop it.
What do you want to...
Well, you guys kind of started. Well, these are the questions. It's not even an interview. These are questions that I genuinely want to know. Okay. What the happened?
We need to start from the beginning.
Oh, go on.
So this was 2018.
Okay. Yeah.
So I knew her through just following her on social media.
It wasn't 2018. I didn't do YouTube then.
What's the thing called?
I did YouTube in 2019.
I knew her as just this girl that sold bundles.
Now, you didn't know me. Wait, hold on.
Before?
You didn't know me as this girl that sold bundles because you would watch my every move on social media. Stop the cat. You knew exactly who I was. You knew I was doing YouTube in 2019 when I did my my other story times, kicking the girl off the motorway or whatever, fighting on the motorway. Then the story time where, I spoke about what happened to me and my pregnancy. The story time, he knew who I was because I was doing videos. I was doing my, how I lost my V-card cherry got popped. Do you understand? Like, all those videos back in the day when my makeup looked a huge difference, he knew exactly who I was. It wasn't just Renee that was sending bundles. You knew who I was. Hence why when you reach out to me and stuff like that, you reach out to me to edit my videos, you reach out to me to do certain things. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, he wants to edit my videos. He wants to link up. So we linked up at my mum's old place, my old flat. If you remember the flat, yeah, where I had to share a room with my sister, and that's when IBD came to my house. IBD came to my house and she also slept in that room. I'm trying to make you lot understand the room that I'm speaking about. I had orange curtains at the back. So that's how me and him met, because he wanted to do he didn't know me as the girl that sold bundles, like, no. Do you understand? I'm watching it, but I'm also speaking as I'm going along. I think the room, I don't know. No, not the purple room. The purple room was when I was staying at Sharika's house. That's Sharika's room, the purple room. Oh, wow, you don't remember? Purple room.
This Snap gold rubbish. It was just...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
On Snap. She was just one of those girls and we just had followed each other. And, obviously I didn't know this at the time, but she was also associates, not friends, but also associates with Tian. Mm-hmm. And then she was also...
No, I wasn't.
She also knew my brother.
Okay.
But
I wasn't associates with Tian. May her soul rest in peace. I've never met Tian in person. I don't even think I met her in person. I just had her on social media. And she just always used to show me love, so I used to just show her love too. Other than that, I wouldn't say associates, like, Associates is when you link up with people and you go out with them and you know, stuff like that. That's what you call associates. When you actually see the person as, like, do you know what I mean, in real life?
I don't know specifically how they do each other, but they used to talk.
No.
I didn't know that until, like, maybe like
why is he sitting there?
Oh, we always had each other on social.
Why is he sitting there lying about I used to talk to his brother? And he didn't know until 6 months into the friendship. I never used to sit down and talk to your brother. Don't fucking lie on me. Why the fuck are you lying? Do not lie on me. I never used to chat to your brother in any form of way at all. And your brother, you did not know until 6 months into our friendship. You fucking little shit. And this is what irritates me with people, because now you're just chatting at your fucking ass. Do you understand? Okay, all of a sudden, why is it now you're coming out to say, I used to speak to your brother and you didn't know until 6 months? Why hasn't nobody ever heard about this? Why hasn't nobody ever in the entire time of me and you being friends on social media, why didn't nobody ever know that Renee used to speak to your brother? I never used to chat to his brother. When I used to go to events and stuff, his brother used to see me and say, hi, well, go on, Ren, and I used to say, hi, keep it moving. I never had a brother's number, never used to talk to the brother in no form of way. Me and the brother never had a relationship. Me and the brother never had an associate friendship. We never had no form of nothing. He would see me, hi Renee, Wagwan Ren. I would say, Wagwan bro, and keep it stepping. It never used to be a chatting thing with me and his brother. So I'm confused to why Guhder is sitting there talking about I used to chat to his brother. And he didn't know to sit. Bro, listen, none of you lot tell me, Renee, the interview's not bad. Like, when you go on a platform and you talk on a platform, get your shit straight. Get your shit right. I don't care.
Socials. She had started YouTube. I'm following her. I was already following her before her consistently posting on YouTube. I'm a graphic designer. She's a content creator.
I don't want to play much.
Graduated from uni, and I didn't take my graduate job because I was, who's making 23K a year? Like, it's just the bare minimum. So I thought, let me do freelance and build my social clientele through social media. And I obviously thought I know that, content creators need graphics. And at the time it was like, obviously on YouTube, it's YouTube banners, it's intros. Intros was very big at the time. There's intros, YouTube banners, graphics, any little thumbnails, anything like that. That was what I provided. And obviously she had reached out to me to do her graphics. Yeah. It was for her and her sister's channel. It wasn't for her channel. It was for her and her sister, her cousin's channel. Obviously I didn't need the money. So I wanted the money.
Yeah. I think Sharika was talking about.
At the time they didn't want to pay. Because obviously we're all starting out. They didn't want to pay. So we didn't do it then. But then she reached out for her channel. And then I agreed. So then obviously I've mentioned that I can edit video.
He's chatting shit about we didn't want to pay. What he's talking about? Sharika will have no problem to pay you for her thing. Sharika would have no issue to pay you back then. Like, what do you mean we didn't want to fucking pay? Like, what are you talking about? And I don't think I reached out to him because I didn't know who he was. He reached out to me. He reached out to me to do things for me in exchange of a collaboration. He reached out to me. Like, what are you talking about? We didn't want to pay because we didn't have the money and you needed the money. Like, stop being messy.
I can do thumbnails. I can do the whole damn thing. So if you need it, I can do it. So
his work is good. Yes. His work is good. We cannot deny that. He's a good graphic designer.
I would create it.
But nobody, it's not a thing where people can't afford to pay you. Like, he wasn't even charging much back then.
It was good because our engagement is amazing.
Yeah, I can imagine back then, yeah.
After then, obviously, we're talking regularly because we're now working together. Yeah. And we've now formed a friendship. And she's like, oh my God, you're so funny. Oh my God, I think you should do YouTube. Like, she's encouraging me to do YouTube. Mind you, I already had YouTube, but I wasn't posting consistently. I maybe had like 3 videos.
No, that's not how it went.
Videos on my channel at the time. And, she's like, you should start YouTube. And again, I just thought, why not? It wasn't okay, like, I'm gonna be friends with you and we're gonna do this. Like, that wasn't even in my head. We did one video together and it was a try-on haul. And it was literally within 2-3 days, 30K views in 2018.
Yeah, that's
and I got less than 1,000 subscribers.
First of all, no, that's not how it happened. He came to my house when I was living at my stepdad's house with my mum, with my 2 sisters. He came to my house. I remember we was in my room, whatever. I was getting ready. I was doing content, shooting content and stuff like that. Then he was like, I do YouTube, right? I said, you do YouTube? I didn't even know he did YouTube. He came to me and told me he does YouTube. So obviously now I'm like, I'm sitting on my bed, on my bunk bed. This is the times where I had my bunk bed. He's like, I do YouTube. I was like, you do YouTube? He's like, yeah, I do YouTube. I was like, what? Then he showed me his YouTube channel and he had videos up. By the time, these times he only had 200 subscribers. He only had 200 subscribers. And then after, I took his phone and I started going through his phone and stuff like that. And I started to see the videos and the content he used to do. This is when he was bleaching his skin and he had the dreadlocks. I don't know if you lot remember. But this is when he had the dreadlocks and he was bleaching his skin. These are the times where I was going through his phone and stuff and I was looking at the content he would post. And I was like, swear down, you used to be a dread. And he's like, yeah, I used to be a dread. And then I was like, what? You was bleaching your skin like that? Like, that's when I started finding out, these are the times, when he used to do things like that. And then, he archived those videos. Miracle, I don't have no hair at the back.
Oh, really? Yeah, she was thinking.
She was that girl. Sorry, she was that girl. So, it went viral. Then
I'm still that girl.
An incident, with another girl. And obviously at the time, I was the only person around her.
Oh, so you're like the first
no, it wasn't even inside the scoop. It was like, people are now accusing her of lying. Oh. So it was just like, as just your friend, I'm just gonna be like, bro, like.
Wait, who's he talking about here? What incident with what girl? Is he talking about IBD? And people was accusing me of lying. What incident is he talking here? But why would anybody accuse me of lying? Who's Sarah? I don't know what he's talking about. If he's talking about the angel situation, me and Guhder wasn't friends then. We wasn't friends then. Are we forgetting? Me and this guy fell out way before that situation. Me and him was not friends. Maybe, I think he's talking about, my foot. That's that girl, what's her name again? I can't remember the girl that stabbed me in my foot. I think probably the foot situation.
What happened. Yeah, and then literally I just came out and just supported her not to get followed. No, it was just like, bro, no one has to it's not my fault. So came out, supported her. But then after that situation, I actually thought I was just going to go on my way, merry way, and just live my life. And I got a couple, I may have had like 2,000 subscribers by this point. And I thought I was just going to go on my way and whatever. And then, she had said to me, because a lot of people don't know this, she had said to me, I'm not doing no videos with you until you hit 10k subscribers. You need to hit 10k subscribers on your own.
Do you feel like it was negative? Because I think you can see it in two ways. It's either like motivation.
I don't remember that.
When she said that to me, I was at the time I thought, you're my friend, let's just do it together. Yeah. But I hear it though. No, I see that as negative. Now I wouldn't. In 2018, I wouldn't see it as negative. Back then, I thought I was going to do videos with you. That was my first thought. Yeah. But looking back now, I hear it. It's like, you don't name. Yeah, of course. Your name's bestie. Yeah. You want to be...
But without her intention, though. It's
she was just like, you need to build your own... You need to get to 10k by yourself, and then build your video again. I hear her. Cool. So then, in that time, I'm editing for her behind the scenes, and then I'm doing my own content. Mm-hmm. So in that time, I'm now doing story times. I've now incorporated the content that she used to do, story times and like stuff about her life. I started to do, and then
they're getting paid, so we got to support the movement, don't we? I think that's enough now. I've watched it for enough now, so they can get their money.
I think I got to maybe 8k. Yeah. And I feel like by 8k, our friendship has now...
No, I'm not throwing shade. Oh no, I'm not throwing shade, guys. Don't laugh.
Each other publicly as best friends.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I'm not being messy.
We would just say we're friends. No. Or she would say that I'm a graphic designer. Mm-hmm. That's what it was in the beginning. He's my graphic designer. He edits all my stuff. But then it became, we're best friends. Mm-hmm. And then, as we're now best friends, again, during this time, a lot of Pasa has happened. Guys, you guys can go and scroll back and look. But Pasa has happened. Again, I'm there as your quote unquote cheerleader. Yeah, of course. And again, I'm not ashamed to have anybody's back. Yeah. Even at the stage that I'm at now, with my own brand, if somebody is going through something that I don't agree with,
Miracle, we're listening.
I'm going to have your back. I don't care. No branding.
You speak out on the right things. That's just right.
I agree. I will repost. I will be in the comments. I will give my opinion. Anything black related.
Yeah, why am I go there? He gonna do a Whitney Stitch video. And he's like, everything. Listen, when
I see things, I'm just like, this don't seem right. I may not even know you like that, but I'm going to give my opinion because
stand for something.
It's just the perception that people can have of us as content creators is always way off, and I'm just like, you're over there and we're here. Come on, let's get to reality. But in our friendship, bro, she became my friend. I literally in the time where I was editing her videos, I was going through it with my mom, and I wasn't at home. I was literally living in a house with her two sisters, her mum and her stepdad. Like, we rode it together. Like, I watched her get to like about 60, 70K. Because a lot of people think that we were friends at 100K.
No, you
I was friends at like 18, 19K.
I do remember that.
I remember
you guys shenanigans.
We were friends from that. I've got the screenshots in my bloody archives on my Instagram. But yeah, we were friends from a lot earlier on, but she grew very quickly during that time. She was one of the only girls posting consistently during that time. So obviously she's gonna grow, literally. So we got so people thought that I'm just friends with her because why she's got all these followers. I'm like, no. But
did he talk about why we're not friends? That's all I want to. That's all I want to hear.
Behind the scene work too. I'm being a cheerleader.
And I'm not ashamed to say.
Did he speak about why we're not friends?
To say where I started or say who I've been with.
Yeah.
Bro,
give credit where it's
what
due.
you don't see.
Right.
This is so long.
We were friends. And again, we were friends, and then we went into the pandemic together.
And you're really not
What he did at the end? What did he say? Because
people don't know. My mum got sick. She was and then my mum said to me like, you can't be in and out the house with other people, and then you're coming back to the home. I need to heal because she had an operation as well. I need to heal, and you can't be in and out of the house. Like it's not safe for me. So then at the time I had asked her, can I stay with you for a period of time, which she allowed me to. And in that time, we created content together. I did pranks on her, which again, yes, they were fake. Guys, get me the program. Pranks. Not all pranks are real, but they were funny and they banged. You lot enjoyed it. So we did pranks. They went viral. And then whilst we're going, it's almost like we are like we're like the pin post YouTubers for the season. There was nobody else. There was hardly anyone in the content creator space posting the way we were posting.
Especially in the UK.
And we were chatting our business on the internet. Not a lot of
you know what influencers before influencers
which not a lot of
content. That was messy before we knew what mess was.
Not a lot of content creators.
what's this? YouTube, you're always advertising something like people got money.
Which is fine. Everybody's content is different. But we were willing to talk. I spoke about my skin bleaching, which was something that she actually encouraged me to do. She was like, Daniel, you can't be on the internet. Because again, I was also in the closet as well. What she knew my sexuality. All my friends knew. But on the internet, I never disclosed my sexuality. She actually was like to me, you can't be on the internet telling people this and then saying that you're real and saying that you are authentic. No, there's a whole half of you that's missing.
Yeah, she said walk out that closet now.
There's people in the comments telling you that you're bleaching and this and that.
Yeah.
Tell them that you're bleaching.
Did you say that Brene actually helped you?
Of course she helped me.
Oh, I love
that. I will never take away
Phillip'S brand, babe.
what she did as a friend. But I feel like a lot of times in friendships, you can highlight the bad, or the bad stretches further than the good. And obviously we didn't always talk about what we done for each other because we're friends. We genuinely formed a genuine friendship. So we're not listing things that we did for each other. We're just doing it. But what do the people that are watching do? They do it.
They do. Right.
If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be here. Oh my God.
So.
Did Renee was such a good friend.
I used to be best friends with Renee.
You were also a great friend too.
He was around these times though.
Her friendship was, the things that she was doing for you was more public, but because the things that you were doing was more like behind the scenes.
But I don't feel like it was public. I don't think there was a motive behind her publicizing our friendship. She literally was a Snapchatter. She literally would post like a lunatic. That was just who she is. Like she may be different now. She may be different now, but back then, there'll be times when she's snapping things that I'll be like, girl, please delete that. Delete this. Or I'm scrolling and I've seen something. I'm like, when did you take this picture?
Digitalized her whole life anyways. So if anyone could have been around her, they would have been seen, they would have been put on a platform. Yeah, if I think of it on purpose, also not collateral damage.
Hold on, I need to get her dummy. Fucking stay there. Miracle broke my fucking tripod. I need to get another one.
Yeah.
But another thing that irritates me is that we see it all the time where baby mothers get popular from being a rapper.
Right.
We see like YouTubers get popular from bringing on this new person and the new person.
So what, he didn't talk about why we're not friends no more?
It happens. It's okay. And but I feel
I appreciate the
sometimes
things that he's
people are
saying.
just bag mine because I've done the damn thing.
Right.
And
And that's why it's just reminding you where you came from.
They're like, how did you do this? Or how have you been able to maintain the momentum without the association of everyone? I'm like, bro, I'm a creative at heart. People don't understand that. Bro, I do this. People don't understand I've had the opportunity to watch a pro. So I've sat behind the camera watching her create content. So I know how to deliver. I know how to articulate myself on camera. Like, I do this. And
need a fresh look? We got you covered.
I'm watching the ads a little bit, car. I want you lot to be watching mine because that's how we make our money. No, I can skip down.
Unfortunately, we were only friends for less than 2 years.
Okay.
And towards the end of our friendship, the negativity consumed our platforms. It was no longer fun. Even though we were creating fun content, just when you go home to sleep at night, it's just like you can't get a good night rest because you're worrying about what person screen recorded you, what bloggers reposted you. Like, I guess we're content creators, but nobody wants to live a life where you're constantly having to prove who you are to people. And obviously on social media, there's an element of you that needs to be liked. Whether you like it or not, you need to have a percentage of your audience that actually like you and enjoy your content. You don't want to constantly be in the comment section having to justify this and justify that. And even when we would have banter, when she would push me like that, oh my God, she's rough, or you don't. That's right. I'm just like, you don't need to just go. It used to get annoying. And then people would come around, have their perception, others using you. That's what people would come around, and it was. They wanted to be in my place.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, definitely.
But what they didn't realize was this was organic. I didn't come here with the intention of being a friend. I was doing work.
You both benefited each other, to be fair.
Literally.
You never came around it for clout, but if you got some subscribers or followers,
but as a friend, if she felt like, oh, I want to help you, I want you to be, I want you to get extra change in your pocket,
exactly. That's fine.
Then we can do that. And we did that. And the money got secured.
And people still do it to this day. People forming girl groups, male podcast groups, everything's group or pair or duo.
Do you
understand? So if someone can help you benefit.
Because everyone's got like an equal following, because that's how it works. Because everyone now has got like this equal following, because I came from absolutely nothing, it's almost like I'm not deserving of even having a platform.
Well, so deserving.
That's what irritates me. But what people don't realize is God works in mysterious ways. I may have not wanted to be a YouTuber,
but if that's your calling,
if this is my calling for the next 10 years, I'm going to ride that wave.
Right.
And then towards the end of my friendship, it just got really bad. It just got really toxic. And
you have to go. What was the final straw for you?
Yeah. For me, I got to the point where I genuinely needed space because it wasn't like she wasn't negative, but the platform, the people you have around you. And then I also used to I just felt like everyone around you is blood sucking you dry, and you've got them coming around you telling you that I'm blood sucking you when I'm trying to help you. And I was just like, you're dating people that are blood sucking you dry. You got man that you're paying for all this stuff. I hated it. And I never used to ask her for nothing. The only thing I would say is, can you repost this? Repost that?
Why are you lying?
For a dime.
He's chatting shit now. Now he's talking rubbish about men sucking me dry. What men? What? 6 nuggets? 6 nuggets? Because that's the only nigga you've been around. And you wasn't even around him. Because he doesn't approve of that sexuality. Do you understand what I'm saying? So more times I wouldn't even, God, it would not be at my house when 6 nuggets will come around. At all. And it's like, it wasn't even in like a wrong, let me tell you the reason why we're not friends, because I've actually never really gone into details why me and this guy's not friends no more. He had a boyfriend called Aaron. Sorry, I just have to mention real names. It's not a story time. He had a boyfriend called Aaron, right? And if you lot remember very, very, very well, right? I think Aaron came out on social media, like Aaron and him had some form of argument or whatever. So, Guhder came into my room one day and Guhder started talking to him about his friend. And Guhder started saying like, oh, I'm talking to some guy and me and him have been seeing each other, but there's something I need to tell you. So I said, what is it? Then he's like, oh, the guy that I've been sleeping with, he's got an obsession of you. And I said, what do you mean he's got an obsession of me? He's like, oh, he wants to see you. Can we arrange you seeing him? I was like, no, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see a man. Do you understand? Then obviously he's phoned him. Me and the guy on the phone had a conversation. I was like, hi, like, you know, when you're trying to be nice because you've just got told that this person's your biggest fan. So I'm like, hi. Then I think a couple of days after that, I went to an event and I was wearing a grey jumpsuit. Not a jumpsuit. I think it's called play suit. It's like but it's the short version. But like, it was a zipped up one. And then all of here was like covered up. My shoulders was covered up. My arms was covered up. Not the whole arm, but half of my arm. I don't know if you don't remember that video. And I was wearing heels or whatever. I was wearing a grey and white play suit. I can remember exactly what play suit it was. And I think Shop the Mazza or Shop Emma the Mazza, she gave it to me. So I went to an event. I was wearing it. Then to find out that the boy that he told me about, called Aaron, that's his ex right now, basically, he went to an event and he copied my outfit from head to toe. So obviously then Guhder comes into my room because I'm always in my room. So Guhder comes in my room and he's like, oh, Ren, look, like it's gone too far now. So I'm going to have to end things with him. So his relationship situation got very messy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Got very messy because there was this fan that loved me so much. This is how he portrayed it to me. Like there's this guy, he's obsessed with you, but I didn't know, but me and this guy's been together, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, cool. That same guy came and told me things that Guhder was saying about me at the time. So you know how you have your nigga and you pillow talk to your nigga, innit? Do you understand? He was pillow talking. I never found this out until later on when them two had a massive falling out and a massive argument. Do you understand what I'm saying? Cool. I let that slide. Obviously, it still affected me because I felt some type of way, but I let that slide. Do you understand? Cool. There was a lot of things that was going on, like even the whole Emil situation. And I'm not angry and I don't hate him. I want to make that very, very clear. Because me and him can sit down on any platform and we can talk about all the good things in our friendship and how real we was and all these things. Yes, we was good friends. Yes, he was one of the realest people on my team. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he did a lot of things for me, vice versa. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I had to put him onto the whole YouTube thing. Like, we both helped each other in ways. We can sit here and talk about all the good things, but what's not spoken about is the bad thing. I'm not going to say I dealt with Guhder in like a soft way. I was more, you know, a bit rough with him because like of the way he was. Like, you know, when a man's like, I don't know how to explain this really good without you lot taking it the wrong way. But I had to be more like tough love kind of thing, like more tough around him because he would go into like the little feminine era and I'm like I had to, does that make sense? Because he wouldn't take certain things seriously. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I kept telling him like, listen, like he will behave a certain way behind closed doors. And I was just a bit more rough with him because like, he never used to take anything seriously. Like he would think everything is a joke. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like I said, look, I've always said to Guhder, I get that you have your relationship with people outside. I understand that, but please do not discuss me. Do not speak about me at all to anybody that you affiliate yourself with, because for people to get to me, they can get to the closest person to me to get to me. Do you understand? So I used to always tell him like, there's certain things I don't like. Don't talk about certain things to certain people. Like my business stays in my house. I don't mind you knowing my business, but I don't want other people to know my business unless I'm putting it out there. When he's talking about like looking after men and looking after my family. All right. Family's understandable, but I didn't look after 6 nuggets. I didn't splash money on 6 nuggets. I think any nigga after him, but he got it the worst. He didn't really get much from me. Like, is it him or am I getting confused with a different one? No, he's actually telling the truth. Sorry, let me correct myself. Yeah, 6 nuggets I did kind of spoil because I remember buying like the matching trainers and stuff like that. Yeah, it was 6 nuggets. I was thinking about somebody else. My bad. But yeah, like 6 nuggets. Yeah, I kind of spoiled him and stuff like that. I kind of like I kind of didn't know back then. Like I didn't really understand. Like I was just, my way of loving people and my way of showing people that I love them is giving them things. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I show people I love them. I don't know. Everybody's love language is completely different, but my love language is gifting people for me to show them, yeah, like, I love you. Yeah. Brian is 6 nuggets, if you're asking me. But yeah, he knows why we're not friends. Another the reason why we're not friends is I made a comment about him on social media. He didn't like the comment that I made about him on social media. I explained to him why I made the comment. Because a lot of the times, a lot of the people that he associates himself with are younger than us. And I used to say, why do you love kids? And that's what I said. And he took it personal. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he took it personal because of the comment I made. And then I was like, I don't mean absolutely kids, as in like toddlers. I don't mean that, idiot. I'm talking about teenagers, because at the time, he would bring Emil. Remember me and Emil crossed path, the whole situation that happened at Westfield. Remember him and Emil was friends. I didn't know Emil. I knew Emil through him. Do you understand what I'm saying? How Emil came around me was through Guhder. I knew Emil because of Guhder, and that's not a problem. Do you know what I mean? Me and Emil had our situation over the years back then. A lot of the drama came from his end when it was about the whole Westfield situation. And then I didn't like the fact that he lied on me when him and Emil rekindled their friendship. I didn't like the fact that he lied and made it seem like I was the issue, because what I got from it back in the day was the reason why Emil was always cussing me out and trolling me and onto me and stuff like that was because Guhder said that I was the reason why he fought Emil. So in other ways, he made it look as if like I told him to go beat up, like I told him to go trouble Emil and go fight Emil. He made it look like it was me that told him to do that. And it was never me that told him to do that. What kind of idiot would fight in Westfield? And I'm from the ends. Do you understand? I've never in my life told that boy to go fight that boy. Never. And that's one of the reasons why I hold it against him, because it's like, why did you lie on me when goddamn well when we came through the Westfield doors, you spotted Emil. I did not even see Emil. You spotted Emil, and I remember walking straight into Nick's. My story has never changed. I walked straight into Nick's. And he said to me, oh, look, Emil's down there, da-da-da-da-da. And then he was like, oh, what should I do? I said, if it's up to you. Like, if you want to fight him, you fight him. Like, he bought a drink. He bought the drink. The little drink on the little station. He bought the drink, and when he bought the drink, he went and got dash shit. He went and got dash shit on Emil. These times now, I didn't even know that he bought the drink to go and dash it on Emil. I walked into Nick's, and when I walked into Nick's, God, it was no longer behind me. He was no longer behind me. And then a few young girls came running into the makeup store saying, oh, Guhder and Emil's fighting. That's when I went down there. So I'm very confused. Like, that's what I said, is like, it's a lot of things that's happened. Do you understand? Like, there's certain things that he doesn't like that I've done to him. And there's certain things I don't like that I've done to him. I feel like we both reached that point in our friendship. It was just too much. Too much bad things was going on. And I was just like, look, I can't do this shit anymore. Yeah, too much was going on. I'm the one that told him to come out about his sexuality. I said, be true to yourself. He did mention that. I just didn't, you understand? There was just certain things, like I would never expect him to talk about me to people that he affiliates himself with, for people to come back to me and tell me that. Like, that was one thing that really, really hurt me. And then obviously, like, everybody on social media that I had a problem with, he linked up with every single one of them, put them on his channel, interviewed them on his channel. But when me and you was friends, you knew, you understand what I'm saying? There was a certain loyalty. You get what I'm coming from? And then as soon as me and him stopped talking and stopped being friends, he ran with that narrative of just like, now I'm not friends with Renee no more, so let me link up with all her enemies. So he linked up with all my enemies and people that don't like me and people that I've had situations with, and then interviewed them. So, a lot has happened. A lot, my dear. Would I rekindle a friendship with him? It's been like 5-6 years now. Sometimes what's broken should just leave it alone. And then the way he came out on social media to make it seem like, back in the day, the way he came out on social media made it seem like when I have man around my house, I kick him out the house. And it don't go like that. It don't go like that. I always tell him a week in advance or a couple days in advance, look, my man's coming over. So you know what time it is. Because, like, I'm not being funny. I have a life, don't I? I have a life. And if I want to collect some D, I should be able to collect some D. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I should be able to have some me time. Do you get where I'm coming from? So obviously, there's times when I told him, look, there's time when I said to him, I'm letting you know now, a couple of days in advance that my babe's coming over this weekend, and he'll be like, all right, cool. And then he'll go back to his mum's house, and then I'll have some time to spend with my man. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I needed some me time too. And he was very respectful of that. He was very respectful. You know, he was okay. Cause sometimes he'll go to his man's yard and I'll have my man around and he'll go to his man's place and, you know, everybody has their man. So I never thought it was an issue. I didn't thought it was a problem. At least I'm letting him know in advance. And the only time it ever happened where he had to leave the same day, I put him in a hotel to stay. I paid for the hotel, make sure he's good and he's covered. I made sure he had breakfast and stuff. So it's not like the day that my man came, and I wasn't aware that he was going to come to stay over that night. It's not like I just kick him out and say, look, you got to go find somewhere to go. Cause I know he lives like he lives deep in West. So obviously I'm going to listen to this. I'm just talking. Can I not frigging talk? So obviously, like I said, booked him a hotel, make sure he was good, make sure he was governed. And then my man will leave and he'll come back the next day. It was never an issue. But I just didn't like the fact that after me and you stopped being friends, you started running with these stories on social media. Why you never told me in our friendship? Me and you been friends for how long? You understand? You was a day one. So if certain things was affecting you in our friendship, you should have been able to come and sit down with me because we had a relationship like that where we could tell each other everything. So if his feelings was hurt, he should be able to sit next to me and say, Ren, you know what? I feel some type of way. Why am I going on the media and the media is telling me how you feel? And I don't know that the times when my man was coming over and I asked you to leave, you know, you had an issue with it. Why you never told me that when me and you was friends? Cause I'm pretty sure, guys, if you had a friend with somebody, you're supposed to tell your friend how you feel. Why wait for you and your friend no longer to be friends for you to go in the media and start making a narrative on a certain situation? And now people are going to have something to say about me. Why? When we was friends, I didn't know nothing like that. I didn't know you had an issue. You used to make it seem like you was okay with it. You used to make it seem like you was alright. You was good. You didn't have an issue. So it don't make sense.
Because I knew my platforms can make it, so I don't need to ask you for it. But that used to happen, and it really caused. I feel like if you can be easily influenced, which I was at the time, you can start your viewers can start to sway your.
And that tends to happen. People stands and all of this, they get in their head. Get the DM. I'm really strong. I'm telling you, I've seen it in 4K.
You get the DMs. You start getting
that be weird with this person. Mind you, burner accounts too, because it's actually intrusive thoughts. But yeah,
do you understand? And another thing I want to say is that when the cameras are off, it's good vibes. It's we're watching TV, we're laughing, we're kicking in, we're having fun, we're going out, we're having fun. But the minute a camera comes out, it doesn't matter what platform it is, oh, why are you with da-da-da? Oh my God, you need to be careful of da-da-da. They posted this, what's this about you? You could be posting a quote and it could just be a quote. Right. They think that you two are not friends. And I'm like, she sat next to me. Right. Bullshit.
Right.
Again,
Trending in metal crafts.
Oh God, it's got a lot of ads in it.
World leading B2
bloody hell.
marketplace.
Oh, bloody hell, blimey. Guys, I hope you don't watch people's ads sometimes.
People would come around, and for me, I didn't want to play with me, exactly. So I would excuse myself, and I don't know, be my bar, because he like, explain. But again, which I'm learning now, which I feel like I do it a bit over the top now, but I say how I feel a lot more now.
Yeah, because I'm not good at say one story.
So I let things bottle up, and then I will close off and distance
That's
myself. And I will only be
online.
around her to record content. So from in her head, I can only imagine how she would think that feels.
Yeah.
So again, we've never had this conversation, so I can only speak for her and guess how she would perceive how I behaved during that time. But again, I mentally checked out and only wanted to just, if she needed me for a video, if she needed me for, if I needed her for a video, I thought that we could just do that. And then also, I started collaborating with other people. And that just wasn't something that we done. I was collaborating with people. I wasn't telling her.
So it looks messy.
It just looked like this boy's fake.
It's not a death row contract. He's like, what?
Babe, you know when you got
I mean that.
We wasn't friends when he was doing these things.
Yeah, so it comes off as fake. Yeah, of course.
We wasn't friends when he was collaborating with these people.
No, you laughed in our face.
And I didn't have an issue if he done like videos of other people. I didn't really care.
So how do you feel like
it's YouTube?
Like things that she's experienced on the internet or backlash back and forth, even seeing her mum, she was in a home. The part you wanna, and now she's a mother. Do you wanna save her, contact her? Sorry, I know you're such a nice person. Yeah, okay. You are a lot of
honestly, the man in me, I have wanted to extend my, whether it be like
Miracle, come here.
Whether it be like my outlook, advice. I wanted to do that, but
what keeps you away?
Peace.
Right. I hear it.
And again, the problem, I feel like, but also I feel like the problem is, it's not just her. She comes with a package. Yeah. She comes with her whole family. Yeah. It's a whole package. And even though she's going through whatever she goes through with her family, they are very close. Yeah. Even though they're
online, but they're...
He did wanted to sit down and talk. That's why Backchat reached out to me twice. Mid-year. Backchat reached, I think I've spoken about this numerous times. Get back here, young lady. Mira, let's come here. Mira. Miracle. Yeah, I declined it because why do you want me to go on Backchat to talk about our friendship on Backchat? Fuck Backchat. I can't stand them. Why do you want to go on Backchat? Like, why couldn't you reach out by yourself to talk to me? Why do I need to go on Backchat? That don't make sense. I didn't start with Backchat. I didn't start with them.
They all talk every day. They're a unit. And whereas for me and the family that I'm in, if I go to
Hello, stop being messy, get out.
I don't chat to you because it's months. Yeah. You don't see me for a year. That's how I operate, but that's not how they operate. They're like literally on, everyone's like 20 minutes away from each other. Oh, okay. Christmas, birthday, all spend it together, which I love, but I do feel like that there's a detriment to
Malika,
that.
thank you, darling.
Space, but there's obviously a lot of hurt from just even seeing it with my own eyes. I feel like there's a lot of hurt in that dynamic. There's a lot of trauma in that dynamic, and in our friendship breaking down, I do feel like it was hard because I genuinely I was like a brother. I was like, Maureen was like a second mum to me. Honestly, like I would go to hers, help her record. I would help with the cooking. Just if they need something from the shop, I'll go shop for them. Like I was like a brother. Like I would look up for their sisters. They need Ubers, order food. Like I was that guy, but they're not my family. They just have to be. And if I'm not talking to the main person that introduced me to you guys, I have to close off that relationship. But I respect them all. I still support them from a distance. But that kind of regular communication,
Why you keep taking this stuff and throwing it on the floor?
I had nights where I was on my knees crying, like crying, and that's what people think.
Why was he on his knees crying?
Because how it ended.
Because again, I feel like how it ended happened because we are both tough-headed.
Yeah. Sit down.
Both very strong personalities, which a lot of people may not have seen in our friendship, but there were times where we would have arguments. Butt heads and then stop talking for like a day or two, and then we start talking again when we need to talk about YouTube or, do you know what I mean? And that's not good. We need to address the issues, but we're not addressing the issues.
Do you feel like you swept so much under the carpet that when
literally, and it was, and then also when we get angry at each other, we're saying things that are horrible. We're going below the belt and like, literally.
I didn't have an argument with him like that.
You don't forget these things.
No, so how can you keep drunk?
What is he on about? Me and God have never had an argument where we said hurtful things to each other. Like, what? I don't know what he's talking about. I'm really confused. Like, what was the point of this? Brother, just get to the point. I can't be listening to no more. Just get to the point. Why are we not friends no more? We're not friends no more. Because you didn't like the way I made a comment on social media and I said you like to hang around with young kids. And when I said that, you took it personal. You took it to death. You took it to the point of no return. And then when me and you had a conversation, I said, you know, goddamn well when I say kids, you mean I'm not talking about toddlers and little Pitney. You know damn well. So stop acting as if me saying he knew what I meant. He knew exactly what I meant when I made that comment, chat. He knew exactly what I meant. Because if me and you are friends, why would you take it? Why would you take it to the point of you thinking I'm talking about little kids? No, you knew I was talking about Emil's age group. You knew because all these little people you used to bring me around was Emil's age group. And I can't remember how old Emil is. That's what I meant from it, you know, and he knew what I meant from it because we had a conversation and we spoke and I said, you chill with young people. I said, the only young people you see me around, is IBD that was a bit younger than me, but it wasn't too much far gone. And, my sister. But I said, all these people that you bring me around and all these people you try to introduce me to, why they're so young? He knew exactly what I meant. So and he took that personal. He took that so personal. And then he stopped talking to me for a while. And then he would come over to my house and borrow my hair equipment. He'll borrow certain things. This is the time I lived in Orpington, you know, even though in his head, he had it made up as if I don't want to be friends with Ren no more. Like maybe in his head, he was done with me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here acting perfect, but at the end of the day, like even before me and him fall out, even before I made that comment about him, love to chill with kids or whatever, even before I made that comment, right? Me and him had fallen out before then because, you know, the whole Emil situation happened in Westfield. He lied on me. Even though I stood behind and I waited for him to come out of cells. He lied on me. He threw all the blame on Renee. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I felt some type of way because it's like, why are you lying on me? Why are you telling people that I told you to go and do certain things and I never told you none of that? That was one reason why me and him got into an argument because I pulled him up on his shit. You understand? The second reason, he was pillow talking about me to his man. And now your man's going to come tell me that you're pillow talking about my business. Why does any of my business need to leave my house? He knows exactly why I cut him off. He knows why me and him stopped being friends. He knows. And I'm sitting here and I'm telling you lot exactly how it is. I don't have time to sugarcoat. And and the reason why I didn't really tell people. And so, when I went on, Madam Joyce's thing because I just didn't want that negativity out there. I just didn't want the negativity out there, so I didn't really address it too much. But yeah, like, just get to the point. People want to know why we're not friends no more. Just tell them and just keep stepping. And like I said, like, good came out of that friendship and bad stuff happened and two people are just no longer friends. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Is what it is, babe. Hold on, Miracle. Hold on, I just need a back chop. Because it's fucking hot in this house. And can you lot hear with the fan on me? Can you hear with the fan on me? I don't know where you put your dummy, babe. Who's gone? Him gone. Hmm? I'm looking for a dummy bed. I don't know. Thea put this on the TV and I don't know how to take it off because the fire stick is stuck.